Hey everybody,
Morning.
the Zimmers. Let's see if anyone's gonna join us today. So we're gonna talk to you today. Hi Lisa. All right, we'll give people some time to hop on here. Hey Tara, hey Pamela. We're gonna talk about launching a business and relaunching your business. You should be relaunching your business all the time. Unless you're so successful that it's ridiculous, you're always going to be relaunching your business. Right, so we are live today in Lisa Zimmer, my business page on Facebook, and we're going to try to figure out how to share this into our private group at the same time. Hey, Miss Penny. Hey, Michelle. Say hi when you come on. Hey, Chris. Hey, Christy. Getting it figured out?
I'm trying, Mama.
Share. We're always trying new things, and you know we're technologically challenged. There you go. Oh, I think you did it. So one, if you own a business, always be challenging yourself. If you're comfortable, you're missing opportunities. All right. Oh, look at everybody popping on there. Say hi, Zimmer.
Hi.
So this is Zimmer's first live with me? Pretty much, unless I just call you in on the spot.
Yes. First, I'm probably actually invited to.
First, he's not being kicked out of. Hey,
Right.
Chris. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Amber. All right, be sure to say hi when you come on. So why is Mr. Zimmer joining me? Well, first of all, if you don't know who I am, why don't we catch everybody up? So I'm Lisa Zimmer, and I work for a network marketing company, and we are very successful in our business. And my husband just joined me full time, thus his guest appearance today. And what we want to talk to you about today, doesn't matter what business you're in, if you're in business for yourself, don't care what your business is, we want to teach you how to be successful and how to launch it the right way. I didn't realize until recently how many issues people have with mindset or simply not having any knowledge in how to launch a business, what the right thing to do is. And my husband is also an expert at this. He was in the car business. How many years were you in the car business?
Started in the car business, was in it for about 10 years, and had a owner that was just very proactive and great when it came to, still is when it comes to training, and learned some great things from the start.
Yeah.
He is a great mentor, still is, and that's really where we learned a
How to
lot of
do
our tools.
business. Yep. So, and then he was able to take that into another market when it was time to leave the car business. He left the car business as soon as we had our son. So we had our son and in 2004, and my business at that time was real estate and was very successful, or really just starting to explode. And so it made more sense for him to stay home with Jackson. So he stayed home. He quit the car business as soon as I had Jackson. And then about 8 months in, decided I'd really like to do something else outside the house, and went into real estate with me. And so we implemented what we learned in all of our different businesses that we'd ever worked in, and started implementing them in our real estate business, and became top-selling realtors in the area, and at a very young age. And we've implemented that in every business. So how do we do it? How do we do it? All right.
We're reminded of the young age looking at these.
We're going to show you some
of these old pictures.
We're going to show you some materials of our old marketing. And one, you're going to laugh. You are going to laugh. You're going to laugh at the hairdos. You're going to laugh at what babies we are. You're going to laugh at how awful they are. But the moral of the story is we did it anyway, right? So we're going to start with number one. We just have so many businesses that we've been in over the years that have contributed to this knowledge. I worked in a jewelry business. I went there for fun. I'd had a successful marketing career, and I just wanted to do something that wasn't stressful. I didn't want to travel all over the country anymore. Worked at a jewelry business, and I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to make people feel comfortable when they were coming in to drop thousands of dollars on a piece of jewelry. I learned how to shake their hand. I learned how to look them in the eye. I learned how to treat them with respect and get them comfortable in a situation where usually it's men a lot of times, we're buying the jewelry and we're uncomfortable. I learned how to make people comfortable and want to be around me. So everything you've done in your life is preparing you for your business that you're launching now or that you've been in. So let's launch our businesses and relaunch our businesses.
So one of the most important things we're going to talk about today is how we built our network and how we built that base of people. And that group of people applies everywhere. For instance, she was talking about the real estate, the jewelry business, and how did that jewelry business build on your real estate, which built on doTERRA. Everybody came, those people coming in for a wedding ring, what do they need next?
A house.
And once they build a family, what do they need next?
The product that we sell now to keep them healthy.
So you just continue to build that base of people.
Mm-hmm. So how do we start, right? So, because when I started real estate, I quite honestly didn't know what to do. So I did what Zimmer told me to do. Because I've never been in business for myself.
That's still true today.
Right? Yeah. If anybody follows us, you know better, right? So how did I launch my business? You did the same thing. We did the same things. Doesn't matter what your business is. I don't care if you're a restaurant. I don't care if you sell spoons, if you sell knives, if you sell essential oils, if you promote massage therapy. I don't care what your business is. There's basics that any business needs to know. All right. So the first thing you want to do, everybody has to know that you're in business. How do they know? Well, the world's changed. So I want to challenge any of you that are in business to take the next 30 days and pretend that there's no social media. You're going to use your social media. You're going to use it. But every day you wake up and decide how you want to promote your business, I want you to say to yourself, how would I have done this in the olden days? Okay? Because we built successful businesses in the olden days when there was no social media of post it and forget it or post and pray. So how are ways that you promote your business right now that isn't social media? What do you do? So what's the first thing you did when you launched himself in the car business? And he wasn't even from here. He was from somewhere else, right? So the car business is a business based on referrals and successful sales. And he didn't have either, or a network of knowing people, and he didn't have that. So how did you launch your car business?
Well, the first thing to do at that time, of course, was just to make a list of everybody I knew, and then everybody that my friends knew, and just put together a long list of everybody I could think of, even though they weren't from the area. That doesn't matter, and especially today, it doesn't matter where they are in the whole world, and we can help them. But even at the time, I could go to them. So the first step was to make a list. The second was to let them all know where I was and what I did.
And how'd you do that?
I did it by typing up an announcement letter, and of course made it creative at the time. That's your first announcement letter there in real estate. Hold up that picture there.
I gotta hold up this picture. Ready? It doesn't have to be good. People just have to know what you do. Ready? So check this out, right? This is how bad it was. Actually, this wasn't the announcement letter for announcing our business. That's when we had Jackson. All right. This was my announcement letter that I did real estate. This is terrible. But guess what? It worked, right? So, and then my little business card went here because I didn't even know how to get my information on there, right? So I did a newsletter. I was in real estate, and I told them I just got married, because this is people you know. You're marketing to your warm market. You're telling everyone you know. And it didn't matter who they were. It was the person that cut my hair. It was the person who did drywall in my house. It was the person who taught me Sunday school. It was everybody I could find addresses for that I went to high school with. It didn't matter who they were. I was just telling everybody I did real estate. because how are they going to know? It's not by osmosis. You got to tell people. And so he did the same thing for car business, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then building on that, then you continue to build your names as you go, and you continue to make your newsletters.
Continue to follow up. They don't know you're still doing it unless you say, I'm still doing this.
So I put out one for Valentine's Day, love your new car. Put one out for Thanksgiving Day, thanks for the business.
Christmas.
Christmas time, put a bow on it.
Here's our Christmas, right?
You put one out for every occasion you can think of. People enjoy getting them. It is amazing how many times you'd see somebody and they'll say, hey, I haven't seen one with a good joke on it or a recipe in a while. What's going on? See, people look forward to them.
Yep. And set yourself apart. So his platform was humor, right? Even if he met people at a restaurant, somehow he would always set up the conversation so it came back to, what do you do? And he'd say, oh, I'm in the car business, right? There you go. He just told people he's in the car business. People fall in love with you, like you, they're going to remember. So you have to tell people what you do. A lot of you out there are probably thinking, I'm not going to send newsletters. Grab that postcard there, the black, and okay, right? So think about this. A lot of you post, or what's that called? Boost posts on Facebook and spend how much money. Figure out how much money you spend when you boost a post on Facebook. For the same price, I can send a jumbo postcard, right? How many people see that post on Facebook that you know that are targeted, right? I can send this postcard. I guarantee you when people get this postcard, do we have a regular piece of mail handy? I want to show you why you do a jumbo postcard, right? 6x9 postcard. People are probably thinking, yeah, that's antiquated. But guess what? If you sent this to 100 people, it's going to cost you less than $50. They're not going to forget that you do whatever business you do. And then you customize the back. Have parties. One of the biggest things we did, every year we had an annual appreciation party for our friends and family and customers. At one time, at one of our houses, we had 100 and some people.
We did.
And we just had a party outside. Everybody brought a dish. It cost us nothing because it was a party. We bought a keg of beer back then. We were young.
And pulled pork. We had trays of pulled pork.
Yeah, so we'd buy trays of pulled pork and we'd have a party. Who doesn't want to go to a party? We didn't sell them anything at the party. Keep in mind how much harder our businesses were back then. We were telling people what we did. They weren't in the market for a car. They weren't in the market for a house at that time. If you have a consumable product, they're in the market right now. How much easier can that be? We were in the market of making sure people knew what we did, so when the time came, they knew how to find us. We took care of the people that we did get and helped and made sure their experience was so amazing, surprise and delight, and asked them for referrals. By year 5 of my real estate business, I was the only top-selling realtor
in the area here.
That didn't advertise. Didn't even have to advertise at all. Didn't have a billboard anymore. Didn't have anything in the home side, whatever.
We're not on the back of the bus anymore.
We weren't on the back of the bus. But if you hear what I'm saying, listen to all the things we did to make sure there was no doubt in anyone's mind what we were doing now. No, if anyone said the word real estate, they thought the Zimmers, or Lisa Zimmer for the first 5 years. They knew who we were. I had something on the back of a bus. I had postcards or cute little newsletters that went out at least every quarter, but every major holiday, probably 5-6 times a year. By the time I was done with real estate, my mailing list was 500 of keeping in touch with current customers. Didn't have to advertise. They all advertised for me. And their sphere of influence was bigger cohesively, right, all together. And it was a super cohesive list, right? Because it's people that were happy with us and people that knew us. Who better to promote you than people that already love you and know you, right?
That was the other key to those big parties. The more often we're around these people and spending time with them, people are going to purchase from those that they like, know, and trust. That's who they prefer to buy from. when they like you, know you, and trust you. So the more often that we had these get-togethers, the more we built that community. And when they had a good experience, they would then invite their friends and tell their friends, and it just grows and grows and grows. Likewise, not only did we put on big events, but can you name all the events that we attended?
All of them. So how did he get to know people when he was from Minnesota and we live in the middle of Illinois in a town of 5,000 people at a small car dealership? So how'd you get to know everybody in town?
Well, for one, you try to attend everything. You volunteer, you join organizations and groups, you stay active, you go to the ball games. When somebody invites you to the gala at the Civic Center that a lot of people don't want to go to, you go. When people invite you to the ball game that might not be your sport, you go. You attend everything, and while you're there,
you're building your network.
And you make the best of it, and you have a great time. The time you have is totally up to you. You choose what you want to do with those events. You can meet people and mingle and build your network and have a great time, or you can sit in the corner and say, boy, I wish I was at home. We took advantage of all those opportunities.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter what it is. So tell us what you do now to stay active. You're a deacon in the church.
Yeah. Mayor of the city.
Mayor of the city. That's new.
Know a few people that way every day.
Right, but same thing. How do you get elected mayor, right? So he was building his network for how long have you been here? 20-some years now?
Mm-hmm.
So the mayor of our city is someone who's not even from here, right? Because he built a network. He got to know people. He took care of people.
Treasurer of Rotary.
Jeff Shoemaker!
We attend all of the Eureka Business Association meetings. Do junior achievement at the middle school, volunteer to read with the kids at the elementary school. It just goes on and on. Whenever we have an opportunity to serve our people, we do.
Right. So how are you going to launch your business? Let's go back to the super basics. You're going to tell everybody that I do this business, right? They don't know if you don't tell them. It doesn't work by osmosis. And it's not post it and pray on Facebook. It's not post it and forget it. Go connect with people. If you're ashamed or embarrassed of the product that you sell and don't want to be salesy or pushy, then you're in the wrong business. You need to build confidence in yourself. You need to build confidence in your product. And you need to be confident that you know what people need. If your business is solving a problem, Jeff Shoemaker, awesome, right? So can I say what he does? And right, build everybody up. Jeff Shoemaker handles our money. What's that called? Financial investor, right? Financial advisor. So we tell everyone we know about Jeff Shoemaker. And look at this. I'm on Lisa Zimmer business page, and Jeff Shoemaker showed up, right? You're going to show up. You're going to go to stuff. Don't matter where it is. You're going to be seen. Jeff Shoemaker showed up today. He didn't know we were coming on. And now I just referred him to everybody that we know because he does an amazing job. That's how you build a business. Right. So step one, tell everybody you know what you do and why they should choose you. Okay? Your warm market. I see people post on Facebook, oh, I don't want to reach out to my warm market. Are you kidding me? That's like your number one. Those are people that already love you. Why work so hard to overcome that?
Especially if you have a product that you know can change their lives or benefit them in some way. If you know you have the best product, why would you not tell everybody? Why would you keep that a secret? It's almost like you have a duty to let everybody know that I have something that'll help you, and this is why.
If you don't feel that way about your product or your business, then you need to work on that. So, for example, just financial advising and investments, right? That's serious. I'm only going to go to someone that I trust. I'm not going to go to a complete stranger. So, obviously, we knew Jeff from another life, but before him and before our friend Mike, we didn't know anybody in the business, right? So why didn't we know anybody in the business? Because people weren't marketing to us. People weren't following through with us.
It's not about just opening a storefront.
You don't open a storefront and wait for the people to come. You have to build relationships. Businesses are built on relationships. All right, so step one, make your list of 100 people you know. Don't be intimidated by the 100. Just sit down and start writing names that you know. Who cuts your hair? Who does your toenails? Who does your fingernails? What doctors have you seen? Who put tile in your house? Who was your roofer? Who was your plumber? Who do you buy flowers from? Who do you give business to? That's the easiest one. Who do you already give business to? Why wouldn't you turn around and ask them for their business, for your business? That's a no-brainer. You give them business. Why do you give them business? Because they take care of you. They solve a problem. So every business solves a problem. Financial advising, a restaurant, I need to eat. Financial advising, I need to know what to do with my money. I don't care what your business is, when you market it, figure out how it solves people's problems. That's what you're there for. You're to solve people's problems. You don't have to sell, you just have to solve. Figure out how to solve people's problems and take care of them. So that list of 100 or whatever number of names that you've put together, send them a postcard.
I challenge people to put together their first newsletter and try it.
Put together a newsletter. Ready? You want to see how awful some of these are? They're hilarious. And guess what? People remember, right? So it costs you pennies.
Don't stop with the Facebook and the Instagram. You continue that.
Yeah, you keep doing it.
This is just another level. This is what got us started.
But guess what? Not everybody's on Facebook. Not everybody's on Instagram. Not everybody will see, even if they are, not everybody's going to see your stuff because of algorithms. And then email. Nobody ever hardly opens email anymore. But guess what? If I've got that postcard, grab that postcard. I'm going to grab a standard size piece of mail. Ready? Here's a standard size piece of mail. So people always say, oh, I'm going to do a smaller postcard because it's cheaper, right? So I used to be in the direct mail business and direct marketing business, and I used to create these materials for hospitals and send them out, right? So when I'm stacking my mail, what piece of mail are you going to pay attention to first? That one.
The pretty red head.
Because it's bigger.
Who is that?
Put your face on it. People want to connect with people. Look how bad that hair was, man. Right? So people want to connect with people. Put your face on it. I want to see your face. I'm not going to buy something from you or fall in love with you over words. Everything's backwards on here, right? I'm not going to fall in love and want to do business with that person because I'm not getting any kind of human connection from her. I want to talk to that person.
That brings up another subject as well. We work with a lot of people around the world now, and a lot of times we'll get emails and texts and different things, and there are times, you know, you're so fast trying to go through things that it can be hard to find the people we're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just say that you've got this great name that you came up with. It's really catchy. I'm thecoolbusiness.com, but you were looking for Susie Q. And you get this email at coolbusiness.com, you kind of go through it, you're looking for Susie Q and something you want to do, and you can't find Susie Q because everything is I'm a coolbusiness.com. Don't be afraid to show your face and your name. People want to do business with you. Is it cool to have a cool name? Sure, and you can use that in different ways, but when people are looking for you, make sure you can be found. They can only do business with you if they can find you.
They can find
you. If they can recognize you.
Yep. I want to go to my list here. So a good example, I was at a vendor, like a huge vendor fair that I put on, another way to network, right? We created our own city festival and vendor fair. And so lots of people know us through that. So I go there, I bought some stuff. I pulled out the product. I fell in love with it.
She always wants to buy 3 or 4 of them when she loves them.
I went and I grabbed the tag. There was no contact information. It was closed, of course, and I couldn't remember which person I bought that from. Had I been able to figure out who that person was, I loved the product so much, I would have called them because of our lifestyle now, super busy, don't have time to shop, whatever, I would have called them, asked them if I could come over and gone through their entire inventory and probably, bought hundreds of dollars worth of stuff because I don't have time to shop. But guess what? Their name and contact information wasn't on the tag. No business for them.
That's also the importance of doing a newsletter or a post or something regularly. People often use the example of McDonald's. Why are they always on the commercials all the time? Well, it's top of your mind then. You see it all the time. Another thing we had done is refrigerator magnets.
I was just going to grab that.
We would go to friends' houses all the time and always see our refrigerator magnet right on their fridge.
Magnet, this print.
We used to use calendars in real estate. They were handy. People would want to leave them up there so they could see through them. But the point is, much like the tag, just that one time that person's missed out on future business, just make sure you stay in front of these 500 people, 1,000 people, however many people you have. So when they're ready, they know where to find you.
Yep. So we'd have these calendar magnets. I'm sure you can get those on this print or something online, right? And it's just a little 3x3 calendar of the year with your face and your contact information. We go into people's houses now that we sold real estate to 10 years ago, because our last calendar magnet was probably 2011, 2010, 2009, right?
Probably something like that.
And our calendar magnet's still on the refrigerator with our phone number. So they know to find us no matter what business that we're in. You take care of people, they're going to keep your contact information. So as you can see, we live in the world of technology in 2018. We still do calendar magnets. We still do jumbo postcards. We still do email newsletters. Let's do a cute newsletter. It's time to do a newsletter. We haven't done one in a while. But check this out, right? It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be done. So our first, I think this was our first, 2001. All right, so in 2001 at Christmas, this is all we did. We wrote a jingle to the tune of "It Was the Night Before Christmas," right? And applied it to real estate and what you were in the car business back then, right?
It was.
Doesn't matter what it is, just get in front of people. Tell them what you're doing. They don't know where you are and how to find you, and they don't know you're still doing this business if you don't tell them, hey, we're still doing this business.
You don't have to be a technical genius to be able to do it. Mm-mm. In fact, sometimes the technology can
get in the way
and have you forget the other ways to reach out to people. So today's just kind of a challenge to remember the basics of your business. All right, so make that list. Contact them. Pick up the telephone. People look at me like I have a third head. They say, how did you build this new business that you have with essential oils so quickly? I picked up the telephone. It wasn't that hard. And I called people and said, hey, I'm doing this thing, and I really think that you should look into it and come see me. You want to make an appointment? What's the worst they can say? No? Okay, awesome. No worries. You know anybody else that's interested in this product, interested in my spoons or my knives or my baskets or my whatevers, would you refer me? I'd sure appreciate your referral, right? Some people you've been asking for 3 years now, and guess what? After about the 7th, 8th, 9th time, when we say, hey, I noticed you got this going on, I've got something that can take care of you, why don't we get together and try it? You finally say, you know what, I think I need to try it. So it's not one call, it's not one letter, it's continuous.
The car business and real estate business are the perfect examples of that, because people aren't in the market for those particular products when you're marketing to them. And if you don't stay top of mind awareness the time that they do become in the market, or their time they're at a party and talking to a friend, and a friend says, oh yeah, we're getting ready to sell our house and move. Are you so good at staying in front of them that your top of mind awareness to the person that's not even in the market to buy or sell, so much that they just tell the person for you, oh, you got to call my friend. Their they're going to remember because you're always in front of them. If you're not top of mind awareness for your business, you're doing it wrong. Right, I want to go through my list and make sure we didn't miss anything. Use your personal name. We talked about that. You're going to know if you follow us at all, whether it was in real estate, it was List with Lisa, right? Everybody knew Lisa did real estate. I used my name. I didn't have some catchy real estate name. It was just Lisa Zimmer. And at first, it was Lisa Bonin Zimmer. That's my maiden name, right? Lisa Bonin Zimmer. Look at that hair. How's that for? Lisa Bonin Zimmer, because my dad was the telephone man for this entire area. He put every single telephone in every single house. So everyone in this town knew him, trusted him, loved him. So
got a quarter from him.
Got a quarter from him. He gave your kid a quarter if you ran into your kid on the street, right? So I used my maiden name. I didn't have a hyphenated name when we were married. I used what gifts I had, and what gift I had was a network that my dad helped build. My brothers, people knew my brothers. People knew my name a little bit. When I went into real estate, we weren't living in this area, but we became top selling agents in this area because of our network connections and social activities, right? Build on your name. Now, in the business that we're in, I do Live with Lisa every week for customers and people in the business, right? People are going to remember you. Be memorable. Get face-to-face, whether it's live on Facebook. People are going to fall in love with you who aren't local, who don't get to see your face, don't get to see you at the baseball game, don't get to see you at church, and they're going to get to know you. Use the tools that you do have in technology, right, to get personable. People hire people and buy products from people. They don't just come to you for the product unless you have a one-of-a-kind, unique product that they can't find it anywhere else, in which case, you know, all these rules go out the window. But that's so rare. You're always going to have competition coming up. So someone said to me the other day, oh, I can't launch this new product. I just saw someone else do it. Are you kidding me? Competition is the best time to launch a product. Just do it better. Be more personable. Surprise and delight with your customer service. Just be better at it. But use your name everywhere. I don't care what the name of your business is, it better have your name in it somewhere. All right. Get legitimate, right? So if you were selling, I would say spoons just because that rolls off my tongue, right? So say you're selling spoons. Get legitimate with it. I'm not going to call you to buy spoons from a referral if I can't tell that you're a real business. So get legitimate. This looks like a real business, right? If I go to type in your name, because I'm going to check you out probably with the age of technology, right? I'm going to go Google you or look you up on Facebook. If I can't find you and validate what you do or read a little bit about you first, I might not call you. So get legitimate. Have a Facebook page, a Facebook group. If I go to your personal profile, which is usually what's going to pop up first when I type in your name, right? If I go to your personal profile and I can't tell that you sell spoons, I might be like, oh, I don't think she does that anymore. And I'm not going to call even if I was referred to you.
So we have a billboard with Lisa's face on it on one of the most heavily traveled areas from us to the next big city. And it's promoting the essential oils. And we often get asked, or I often get asked, I imagine you do as well, does that pay off? Are you getting that many more customers off of that billboard for what you're spending on that? And, you know, you can't really put a dollar on it. What we do know is it's made us
legit.
When people think of essential oils in our area, they're going to think of that. People that we've already talked to or already work with, they see that. It helps just make us that more legitimate.
Not that everybody's going to go out and buy a billboard. This is a mini billboard targeted right in front of people. Costs you what? I don't even know. It's so cheap. So cheap it's ridiculous, right?
I think it's cheaper than buying a stamp, actually, when you send them in bulk.
Yeah. You can, and it's postcard, so it's cheaper than a regular stamp, right? So get legit. Say, I am a business. This is not a hobby, because I don't want to buy products from the hobbyist. I want to buy products from the legitimate business person. All right, let's see. We talked about our parties. We talked about our list. We talked about picking up the telephone, going back old school, sending out a mailing. Mailing's going to get opened, folks. They're going to see it. This stands up taller than anything else that they got in the mail. If you go to my Facebook page, you know what I do, my personal timeline. Don't be embarrassed or afraid to tell people what you do. Oh, I don't want people to unfriend me. If someone unfriends you because you're business for yourself and talking about your business or your products, let them unfriend you. All right. Why do people support good businesses? They want problem solved. Focus on solving problems. Going down my list, making sure we don't miss anyone. People want to support their friends.
We do.
We want to support our friends. Jeff Shoemaker pepped on. If any of our other friends that were in business for themselves pepped on, I would have given them a shout out. I want to support them. I want to support my local businesses in town, right? I want to support Nap Tile. If you're looking for tile, I want to support Nap Tile. They're doing amazing things in this town. They're helping change the face of our town. They're improving buildings in the business. They're a great place to get your flooring from, right? So I want to promote objects in town. It's where I get all my home decor, right? Why do I do that? Because they're my friends and I want them to be successful and they take care of people. And I want people I know to go to people who I know are going to take care of them.
People we get our detergent from. Good friends. We want to support them.
My Norwex friend,
the people
right?
you buy your clothes from. Great people. Want to support them.
Yep. Maddie Plattner. I think this is Maddie. Maddie Plattner. I forget the name of her business.
That's the
right?
key. You put
That's
your name
the
on
key.
it.
Put your name on it. Because I won't remember. If I'm introduced to you at a party and your business is, Susie Q, cute little outfits, I'm not going to remember cute little outfits because I connected with the person. I connected with Susie Q, right? So make sure your name's in your business and you can be found by your name and what you do. So who else? Who else shout out? Norwex. We get Norwex from Susan Bresner from town, right? So there's 16 bazillion Norwex, Pete. So why do I send everyone to Susan and why do I order from Susan, right? So I get contacted all the time from people to, hey, I just launched this business with Norwex, da-da-da-da-da. I say, great, thanks. I already have a Norwex person. I'm loyal because Susan's loyal to me. Doesn't always have to be that way, right? But I'm loyal to Susan because she takes care of me. She goes above and beyond. She has a good product, but it's not a product that I can't get anywhere else. So Susan has to create. Not the cheapest product. Susan has to create loyalty and value, right? So I get Norwex detergent. I use that on everything, and then I use a doTERRA laundry detergent on our sheets and towels, right? So I even have a competing product with the company that I'm in. But I like her product for certain things, right? So I'm going to use it, but why? She takes care of people. She's social. She's seen everywhere so that when I run out of detergent, I don't forget because Susan's everywhere. Once a month, she runs a quarter auction. She's charitable. She's active. So she's doing fundraising, and she's in front of my face. So even if I run out of that particular product, it's impossible for me to forget Susan. That sounds like what we should all do. We should all do that, right? Unbelievable. Who else should we give a shout out to today? I'm looking at our clothes and our jewelry, right? If I'm going to go buy jewelry, I'm going to go to Lucky Hunter Jewelry Designs in Eureka, right? She's charitable. She's servant leadership. She volunteers her time. She has a good product. I see her everywhere, right? Yeah. And I even worked in the jewelry business. Yeah. I go back to Bremer Jewelry when I want them to work on the jewelry that I got there, right? Because we built relationships there. Even though I just worked there, we built relationships there. If I want custom jewelry design, I'm going to pick one of the two. Yeah. So just to kind of tie it all together and wrap it up,
when you build these groups, you get people to know who you are, where you are, what you do. You stay busy. You show up. You make your face known. You show people what a good person you are. Build those connections. They're going to want to work with you just like you want to work with them.
And you're going to ask them for their business, and you're going to ask them to refer you. Nice job.
And you do it forever. You do it all from right from the day when you look like this.
We have matching haircuts in this picture.
There's some good ones in here.
I cut all my hair off. Check that out. We look like twins. We have matching haircuts. So you don't have to be gorgeous to promote yourself.
Or you can just be half gorgeous.
All right, thanks for joining us today. We hope you learned a little bit about how to launch your business. I don't care what your business is. Talk to people, be seen by people, ask people to support you, and you're going to have a thriving business. Your business is about people. You can't be in business just with a product. You have to have people for your product. You have to take care of people. You have to talk to people. You have to meet people. You have to love people. And you have to gain their loyalty. All right. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Bye.